Each year, we survey hundreds of product marketing managers from around the world to answer one simple question: how much do PMMs make? We want to find out not only how much the average product marketer earns, but what factors contribute to earning potential in the product marketing field. How much does your location impact salary? Does seniority always correlate with earnings? And do you really need to work for a large company to be earning the big bucks? These are the questions we answer each and every year with the help of hundreds of product marketing professionals. And if you want to know the answers, then stick around as we take you through the 5 most important takeaways from our latest product marketing salary report. Number 1, location is a major factor in product marketing salaries. There's no getting around it, location matters when it comes to earning potential. This won't be news to anyone, but the sheer scale of the regional variation in product marketing salaries might actually surprise you. With a median salary of $134,000, North American product marketers are the biggest earners, making 28% more than the global median salary for the sector. The gulf between North America and the rest of the world is considerable. To put it into perspective, the next best performing region is the Middle East, with a median salary of $95,000. Next, it's Europe and Australasia at roughly $70,000, South and Central America at $43,000, and Asia and Africa at $31,000. But this year, we decided to go a little deeper when looking at the impact of location on earnings. To do this, we looked at the purchasing power parity adjusted salaries to understand the relative earnings when living costs are taken into account. And when we look at the PPP adjusted salaries, we can see that while the gap between the US and other developed economies isn't quite as large, the United States is still the place to be for product marketers who want to attain the highest salaries. Number 2, company size isn't a significant factor in product marketing earnings. It's often assumed that the larger a company grows, the more generous it can afford to be with employee compensation. Our research found that this is only partially true though when it comes to PMM earnings. Outside of the extreme ends of the company size spectrum, we actually saw very little correlation between business growth stage and the median earnings of PMMs. In fact, PMMs at early post-product market fit organizations were actually found to be earning more than their peers at late growth scale-up companies. So provided you're not at a very early stage pre-product market fit startup or a large multinational, it's unlikely that the size of your company has any significant bearing on your salary. Number 3, the gender pay gap is closing in product marketing. Pay inequality remains a regrettable feature of many industries, but is there still a gender pay gap in the product marketing space? Our research found that the earnings gap between male and female product marketers has narrowed sharply since 2021, with the global male mean average compensation sitting at $121,000 versus $120,000 for women. But before we celebrate this development, there is one important caveat. The narrowing of the gender pay gap in product marketing has been driven more by a decline in male earnings than by an increase in female earnings. But when we look at gender pay disparities by role seniority, it's an even more complicated picture. At the most junior level we studied, Associate Product Marketing Manager, we observed an eye-watering pay gap of 31%. But across the PMM, Senior PMM, and People Manager of Product Marketing levels, we found that on average, women were out-earning their male counterparts. So while there is a significant overall median gender pay gap within the product marketing industry, the disparities between male and female earnings are far less pronounced when we isolate for individual role seniority levels. In fact, it seems that much of the wider pay disparity in median earnings is driven by a substantial earnings gap at the most junior level. At more senior levels, with the exception of Director of Product Marketing, the female median salaries were actually found to be higher. Number 4, role seniority has the biggest impact on salaries. Role seniority or job title is the single biggest determinant of earnings within the product marketing space. This conclusion will of course come as no surprise, but the extent of the gap between earnings at the top and bottom of the product marketing hierarchy is worth noting. Our research found that the median salary for a VP of product marketing is $200,000. That's 90% above the global median. To put this in context, an associate PMM at the beginning of their career can expect to make around $65,000. But as they climb the product marketing ladder and reach the heights of senior PMM, their salary could double to over $126,000 according to our data. So what does this mean for you? Well, in short, there's no fast track to higher compensation in product marketing. If you want to improve your earning potential, your best bet is to keep grinding and gain those promotions all the way up to VP, where the financial rewards can be very generous. Number 5, PMMs are largely happy with their pay. Our final takeaway is that product marketers are generally happy with their compensation. The majority of PMMs we surveyed rated their salary satisfaction at a 7 or higher out of 10. But our research revealed that salary isn't the only thing motivating product marketing professionals. Our respondents outlined a whole range of benefits that are crucial for boosting employee satisfaction. Some of the most commonly cited benefits included childcare support, improved health insurance plans, and even a 4-day work week. So that's the 5 key takeaways from our latest product marketing salary report. If you want to find out more about the factors that impact PMM pay, or you just want to see if you're being paid fairly, then click the link below to download our full report that's packed with product marketing salary insights that you won't get anywhere else. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.